did. Yeah. They put Cali in business. You would've thought this iPhone was a flip phone where I been moving this chick. My brothers was sticking and moving with G-Locks, I told them stick to the business. I know some partners that's living in C-Block, probably won't leave till they vid. Yeah. Either way, you know we gon' get it. My partner was talking about riches. That's probably cause we run the trenches. Knowing that me and my brother stay locked in, we bring the W's home. Remember that day when they couldn't even see us, now they won't leave us alone. That's how it go. They putting your life on the road. They looking for days that you show. If you know what I know, what you owe. Another day in the life and it's cold. I'm hoping you keep me your coat. Gotta bring the bread in by the loaf. Make sure mama and them eating the toast. Sunset right off the coast. Writing it off as a business trip. Cali done did him the most. I finally know what living is. They put Cali in business. You would've thought this iPhone was a flip phone where I been moving this chick. My brothers was sticking and moving with G-Locks, I told them stick to the business. I know some partners that's living in C-Block, probably won't leave till they vid. Yeah. Either way, you know we gon' get it. My partner was talking about riches. That's probably cause we run the trenches. Knowing that me and my brother stay locked in, we bring the W's home. Remember that day when they couldn't even see us, now they won't leave us alone.
What up? It's the Riggs Talk poet, Keenan Amori himself, and I'm chilling in the cut with Mr. Cool and the channel with Cool. Go subscribe right now, you dig?
Valkyrie Beats. Valkyrie Beats.
On the channel of Cool. Like and share and subscribe.
Valkyrie Beats. Valkyrie Beats. Channel Cool. Valkyrie Beats. Valkyrie Beats.
DJ C-Town. On the channel of Cool. Like and share and subscribe. Artist alert.
This ain't my first rap, and it certainly isn't my last before my dirt nap. Lost my train of thought, my brain is brought to the worst raps. About trains of thoughts and something like having them talk less. Pretty much that whole thought process. If he's spitting the bullets, he talk lead. The words that could pop heads, or maybe the bubble surrounding your vigorous ignorance so that you're not dead. A figurative literal mock threat, insinuating you should not step in any manner. Be a lyrical, physical individual, I will not fret. A monster bitch, the Loch Ness of the pot head with lock dreads, I mean dreadlocks on the TED Talks where you drop dead in a lock shed. I'll sell it short. My thesis is on how you metamorph when you're not fed. And the metaphor for my life will be this beat or dinner with blockhead.
DJ C-Town.
Alright. My homie Tony called me, told me that he want me to throw him just like a 16 bar. I told him that it's nothing in production mode and lately on my shit's beam hard. Man, you know how I'm rockin', rapping Reasonability Records, it's the aura. And I got the young kid with me, sickest in the city, Jimmy, cars. We be in the car side, getting rides out, eating pizza, garage out, hot sauce, watching TV pasta. Locks on the door, that shit scary than a motherfucker. Issue me a challenge and a nigga like fucking get this fire off my chest while I'm spitting nice buckets. FB need a new button, people might love it. If not, unfriend me or keep scrolling. They say possession's 9/10 of the law. What I wanna know, what's that 1/10 that they keep holding? So my niggas unfriendly and he holding. Offended when he told them I'm kicking in those and I'm coming to get it. They know that I'm with it. And I ain't let off my gun in a minute. Been too busy scheduling, recording sessions and setting shit up. Business perfectionist. Somehow I still find the time to slay all of these devils, professional exorcists.
For promotional use only.
What up, what up? It's the Riggs Park Poet, Keenan and Amore himself. And I'm chilling in the cut with Mr. Cool and the channel with Cool. Go subscribe right now. You dig?
Like and share and subscribe.
Welcome, bees. Good evening. What's up, you beautiful internet intellectuals? Welcome back. To you newcomers, welcome to another episode of Explicit Intelligence, where intellectual intelligence is spoken explicitly, and I'm your boy, CEO, owner of this YouTube channel, Mr. Cool Kenny is who I be. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna make a lot of people mad tonight. Make a lot of Lakers fans mad tonight. Make a lot of LeBron pube swingers real angry tonight. I've had it up to here, man. I know the last episode was on LeBron. So we're going to do this one on LeBron too, because this grift just keeps on grifting. The grift just keeps on grifting. Let me see what I look like, man. I ain't even check out the background yet. Am I cool? We on the court tonight. Coach K. Update. I lost my first championship. Let me play this goddamn trophy too big to put in the screen. But yeah. Last week, your boy lost his first championship game, bruh. And we gonna talk about this picture right here. Of course, y'all can't see the first half of the statement on the bottom. It specifically says PG County, the county in which I dwell. PG County hooping is dead. We're gonna go over that. I'm gonna mess up a lot of spirits today. They probably like, cool, you just mad because your team lost. What? No. I could explain my feelings towards PG County. It's not a bitterness. I felt like this for years. Even when I wasn't coaching for a couple of years, I was still feeling this way because I was noticing a travesty going down. What's the travesty? The travesty was no one was hooping. I'll say prior to COVID start, a lot of folks was out there hooping. And when COVID did start, you know, they even took rims down out here. Like they literally took rims down to keep people off the court sharing germs and shit. This shit was wild. I ain't never seen that in my life. I'm driving to work and I passed at least 2 or 3 hooping stations, basketball courts. And when I drove past, no one there. This is after work. Of course, no one's going to be up there in the morning unless it's me. Usually I'm hooping in the morning. When I'm off, of course. Shh, don't tell nobody. But yeah, coming home, you usually sometimes when I come home, I look over at the court to see if anybody hooping so I can get changed up, geared up, shoes on, and go back out there and hoop with them. But if ain't nobody out there, I ain't gonna waste my time. The past few years has been like that. And occasionally you could see them hooping, but it be the OGs, me, and a few other folks, and maybe a couple of teenagers. Like literally, it's a mixture of OG and youngin', and they playing together if they're good enough. Because the OGs just don't play with all the youngins. The youngins got to be at least. Let me get a sweat on. For me, let me get a sweat on, man, and let me compete out there. But if you some shit, I'm not gonna bother. Like every time I go out and shoot around, I scope out the joint, see if it's worth a run. I do want to put my legs in order, see what I got left in the tank. But when I see that they some shit, I don't bother. I don't bother. They be like, hey, you want to run? Nah. Especially when I know they got enough to run over there. Like they missed a dude. They didn't pick him, but they asked the OG over here on the far right. Hey, you want to run? Nah, I'm good. Y'all got a dude right there. And hey, look, I smoke weed, so I ain't really trying to gas out and throw up. Last time I did do that, I damn near did it. I'm not in basketball playing shape. I can coach my ass off, though. We are going to piss the masses off tonight, night. It's a wonderful spring, lack thereof. It's a wonderful spring Thursday on March 27th, 25. If you would have told me when I was young that, hey, March 27th, 2025, you probably gonna be podcasting, I'd be like, what is that anyway? We gonna piss some folks off today, man. Hey, raise your hand if you are tired of this Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James back and forth. I'm definitely tired of it. I'm over it. I'm not going to be able to put it to rest, not with this. I'm definitely not going to be able to do that. I could shed some light. I could definitely like add to it, and I will. I want to start this off though. Y'all know the saga. It starts off, what was it, last season? I peeped it. I peeped the politics last season. Listen to me. Me no tell no lie. This is how it happened. You see number 9 up top on the left? I think homie was still balling with USC. I don't think he got hurt yet. He was hooping with USC at the time. That's little Bronny. He was at USC as a freshman. His numbers wasn't like that. It wasn't top 50. Clearly it wasn't top 50 in the college realm last season. He wasn't even Pac-12 Player of the Year. Caleb Love was. Look him up. He's playing tonight against Duke. Arizona, baby. It's March Madness. I neglected to talk about the March Madness joke. Hey, shout out to MD, Maryland, for that buzzer beater. I know he traveled. I know a lot of people are debating this. He ain't even he traveled. Homie traveled. But they didn't call it. And he called bank and game. Maryland is now in the Sweet 16. I don't know if they playing tonight or tomorrow. Somebody help me out. They playing tonight or tomorrow? All right, since y'all don't know, we'll just guess. I'm gonna say they playing tomorrow because Arizona's playing tonight. They're playing Duke. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, y'all. My bad. Did your bracket bust? Mine kinda did. I think my Final Four is still alive, so I might be all right. I need to check, but I'm not gonna check while we live. We on the court tonight, so if y'all expecting anything politic, entertainment, maybe some entertainment, but we gonna mix it in with some sports. I want to start off local. What a travesty in PG County, the county in which Kevin Durant is from. Man, the past 2 years I've been coaching, I've seen a trend. Lack of coaches. I've done my research. I see why in certain leagues. Do you know how hard it is to get certified to become a volunteer? You're not even getting paid. It costs max $70 to get certified to become a coach. Volunteer. This is just volunteer. I paid $60 to become a volunteer. Then I had to take a couple of certification courses that took about 20 or 30 minutes out my life. Then you have to do a background check. And guess what? You have to do all that over again in the next 2 years, maybe 3. So you sports dads that think you could take my job, you got to do that first. Get certified and get your background check and pay that fee before you try to compete with me. Let me tell y'all, man, this season has been weird. I say the second game of the season, I had a player, she was suspended for the rest of the season. Check this out. You gonna love this. She was one of my key players. Like, I had a big 4. Yeah, I had a big 4. I had 4 great, outstanding girls on I coached 10 and under girls. I had 4 outstanding girls on my team. after the second game in which we won by 1 point. No, that was the other game. But this other game we won by like 6 or 8. Well, come to find out, one of my players' parents, dad, got into it with the other team's coach. So much so that I think a gun was brandished. I never experienced this in all my coaching years. I've been coaching since 99. You do the math, 26 years. I can't believe it either. I've actually been coaching for 26 years. So, yeah, I never experienced that where, 5 minutes after I leave, that goes down. And then 30 minutes after that goes down, I get a call from my the president of the club in which I coach. And she tells me, yeah, one of your players won't play no more. And I'm asking, why? We had a great game. She said, because there was a fight, there was a gun brandish. It's about 5 squad cars at the gym. I said, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Sheesh. I said, well, all right. You're the boss. But then I got to thinking, I was like, why would you punish the player? She had nothing to do with it. The little girl had nothing to do with how her father is behaving. Now, if you want to punish the father, fair enough. But don't punish that kid. You don't know what you're going to do about it. That kid's going to go through something. Especially when she just won a game. She had like a crucial free throw, I think, that put us up 1. She had a couple of key steals. I'm dealing with 10 and unders, man. They're not perfect, but the game was good. No, I'm sorry. This was the blowout. We kind of beat them by like 8. And she, there you go. Big 4. I had a big 3, but I had a big 4. So when she told me she was suspended, of course, check this out. The very next practice, guess who shows up? The parent, the mom that is, and the kid. And I'm sitting there wondering, like, I don't know if they had that discussion with the president of the organization, but we'll find out. So she practiced, and then I spoke with the parent at the end of practice. I'm like, do you not know that they suspended your daughter for the rest of the season because of whatever happened? I was gone. I don't know what happened, but apparently there was a fight. Mom says yes. Of course she was taken up for the father. They got a kid together. And I was like, look, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. Game was over. I already left. If there was something that went down, transpired, you're going to have to talk to my president, the head of the organization, because she told me that y'all was out. Now, if y'all ain't had no discussion and, you didn't have a discussion, if she don't call you or y'all don't talk by Friday, which was our next practice, bring her to the game tomorrow, which would be Saturday. She was like, all right. So she didn't hear from her Friday. I don't know if she was ducking calls or not, but no one was communicating because I didn't hear anything. Saturday comes along. I tell homegirl she could play. We play, we win. This is the game that we won by 1 point. And it was due to her free throw and a key steal or something like that. Right after the game, I get a call. It's the assistant to the head of the organization, the club in which I coach. She says, hey, coach, did so-and-so play today? I said, yes. She was like, well, I thought that she was suspended. I said, yeah, they told me she was suspended, but no one had nothing in writing. No one told me anything else. And through the parents' lens, no one contacted her to tell her she was suspended. Now, if y'all was asking me to do it, that wasn't exclaimed to me. So here we are. So they got upset. They had me on a 3-way. So it was assistant and the president. And I'm like, yo, why am I getting the 3rd degree for something the parent did? And I'm just a volunteer coach. So they said, yeah, you might just forfeit that game. I said, all right, hey, for real, everybody know who won that game, so y'all can take it from us. I don't give up. Fast forward to now. We made it to the championship. We lost. She was suspended. I was hoping she played in this spring league that I just registered for, but that fell through. I'm losing a lot of players as is, too, come to find out. But real quick, I tell you that story to just give you a brief because the championship game was something special. Check this out. I tell you this. I'll just say this. The first 6 games, the first 6 minutes of the championship I had 3 texts. I got 3 texts in the championship game. I ain't never get a text unless it was due to something in the roster. Not my behavior or a child's behavior. Never got a text. I got 3 in one game, which is the championship game. And I also noticed that the other team had a couple of new players. I was like, dang, this is wild. Okay. So 3 texts. One of my players almost could not play because the roster that the championship admin got was not the current roster. So they told me this new player couldn't play and she wasn't new. So now I'm dealing with the parents. I'm dealing with the admin, and this is prior to the game. I said, oh, the fix is completely in. All right, whatever. So I lost that player for the spring league because they thought that I tried to pull something funny, and I don't do no shit like that. Like, why would I not let this girl play in the championship game, and she's played all season? And I needed her. I only had like maybe 6 or 7 players. She was gonna play, but they told me she couldn't. And then at the end, because the parent called the head of our organization, Mrs. Fuck Up, got the situation straight. She played, we lost, she got a trophy, she never came back. I'm telling you, this organization that I coach with, it's making me look bad. I'm a pretty good goddamn coach, but I've been doing a lot of admin lately, and it's frustrating. So now we're in our spring league. We lost our first game because we're playing in another county. Playing in another county with a new set of rules. We can't press until 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Each quarter lasts 10 minutes. So we playing 40 minutes of basketball. When usually 10 and under, you're playing 32 minutes of basketball. That's 8 minutes a quarter. That's 16-minute halves. That's what it was. But see, in PG County, we were playing 30-minute games, 15-minute halves. We went over to AA County last week expecting the same, but no, I already knew we were playing 40 minutes. My girls passed out after the third quarter. And shit, at halftime, one of my kids was like, is the game over? I said, what? We got 2 more quarters remaining, home girl. You better get to it. Better drink something. Shit. All right, man, I know I wrapped y'all up about my personal basketball vendettas. Let's get into the victim. LeVictim. El nepotism. Shout out to Ish Talk, man. I don't know why I'm with the French accent messing around with Leslie. Yeah. Let's kick this off like this. All right, this all started last season, like I said, with Stephen A. Not Stephen A., but actually LeBron James being interviewed saying, hey, my kid is better than half of the NBA. Question, if you played in the NBA and you heard that, how would you react? And remember, he said this last year, Bronny wasn't even thinking about getting drafted. He was playing with USC. He was doing a pretty decent job. He wasn't the leader of the team. But he played a good role and he knocked some shots down, drove to the basket, got some steals, rebounds. He had a good size for a freshman at USC. Had a nice season until he had the heart condition. You would think after that, damn, going to the NBA off his freshman year, experiencing that, ain't no way. He defied the odds. So now we fast forward to the draft. The last pick of the NBA draft happened to be Bronny James. Everybody knew it was coming. I called it mid-season. As soon as I heard LeBron say that shit about his son, like he better than half of the NBA, I said, oh, yeah, this Space Jam 3. He gonna bring his son in, and it's cute. It's alright, alright, okay, cool. But don't, and I specifically told Lakers fans this. I said, what I'm afraid of is that the NBA making this into a Disney special. You see what's going on now? You see the Disney special that we got going on now, and that don't talk about my son shit. The NBA, fuck that shit. This Bama making $7 million, bruh. I don't feel sorry for number 9. If you stink, if you some shit, then you some shit. And he some shit. I take it back. In the G League, this Bama scored 39 points. But it was G League. I want you to replicate that same stat line in the real league. Y'all don't know, man. I'm not a Lakers fan. Actually, I'm a Suns fan. It's in my duty. It's in my nature to hate the Lakers. I always said that. It's in my nature to hate the Lakers. Let's change something up real quick. Like I said, it's in my nature to hate the Lakers. So he in this league scoring now, getting buckets. He's starting to come into himself. Like, he's really starting to blossom as a rookie in the NBA. 55th pick. People talk about, why is the 55th pick getting all this attention? Because he's LeBron's son. That's why. Hey, let's do it like this, because a lot of people probably hating me right now. Why you hating on the father-son combo? This shit is Disney. Look, everybody in the world can see the boy some shit right now. Right now, look, you're LeBron's son. He pays $1 million to $2 million to keep his body right for the game. So somewhere in that $2 million gotta be some Balco. But still, that's not my point. My point is that both of them have enough money to get in the gym and get that Bama better. He gonna be all right. He not gonna be the greatest of all time. He gonna be all right, though. As for right now, he's some shit. And yeah, he's playing good this week. But could that be an enigma? Let's get to that first box, nepotism. So he got him in the league, 55 pick. He getting a nice little contract from Clutch Sports. I think this Bama is... Let me look it up real quick. Let me be right and direct. Bronny James salary, because I know somebody already looked it up. Now I'm looking it up. All right, so Bronny James secured a 4-year, $7.9 million rookie contract where he good. He could play 2 to 3 seasons and be good. Supposedly this year he's getting $1.157 million. I do not feel sorry for the heat that he's getting. No pun intended, Miami Heat. I don't feel sorry for the heat that Stephen A gave him. And he really didn't give him the heat. To keep it frank, and really don't mess with Stephen A either, but he was right. He didn't come at Bronny, he came at you, Dad. And I don't think he was really going on the fact that he was a bad dad. What dad in America is going to say LeBron is a bad dad? Nah, if any dad had the opportunity to play, let's just say any dad, you're playing any sport, and you're of age where you could possibly play with your son. My brother did it. He played with his son in flag. We played flag football together. This shit was a family affair. I enjoyed every minute of that. But if you had the opportunity to play ball with your son, would you take that opportunity? Somebody is getting the car audio in. Yeah, I wouldn't do it like LeBron did it. I would keep everything under wraps. Especially if it was my last year on my contract, I'm going to go to the head of my team and be like, yo, my son's in the draft, clearly. I would love to play with him, but I would love to win another championship as well. Is there anything we can do to solidify that, to not look like this is clear nepotism right here? The 55th pick says, and look, funny, the Lakers had that 55th pick, right? When everybody got their players, that last pick went to LA. We went, hey, might as well go get Bronny James. When you could have gotten Caleb Love, the Pac-12 Player of the Year last year, you could have did that. You could have got him. You could have been all right too. You didn't. You missed out. You got Bronny for nepotism purposes. And it was cute at first. The first 2 or 3 weeks I was with it, I was like, you know what? This is some good shit. Because if I was a dad, I'd try to do the same thing. But like I said, I keep my secret under wraps. Like if the Wizards drafted him, I'd be like, Wizards, what's up? How can I be down? I want to play basketball with my son. And if that means going over to y'all bum asses, then I'm over there. I'm not swinging it like that, bro. The way they swung this whole ordeal and then tried to deny ESPN was like, no nepotism, don't say it. We're saying it. We've been thinking it. Everybody's been thinking it. Stephen A. just been saying everything that a lot of folks been thinking. Even you LeBron pube swingers can't deny the fact that nepotism was involved. So I don't feel sorry for this dude. This Bama got a $7.9 million deal. 4 years. He's fine. He will be fine. Ain't no way. Everybody like, I cool out on the kid. This Bama's a grown man. He ain't OG status yet, but he a grown man. If you making $7 million, you can think for yourself, bruh. Let's take it to that one-on-one LeBron had with Stephen A. that I thought was clearly, the way Stephen A. put it, shit looked set up. Cause yeah, I did see LeBron. Hey, let's take thing. Can we share TikTok? You know I gotta go to TikTok. Wait a minute. I think I got it on my Instagram. But you know what? I'm gonna use TikTok because I got Instagram set for something else. That right box that you see. You see that right box? That Pat McAfee show. If you didn't see it, I'm gonna bring it to you. But we're gonna go to TikTok real quick. Man, I ain't got time for that. Select 2 options. Why I gotta do that, man? I guess I gotta come on with it. Nope. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, TikTok has this thing that when you get on the page, right? You gotta, what the fuck is this? What? All right, I got it. Yeah. All right, here we go. Golly. LeBron and Stephen A, man. Let's just get to it. I just want to show the one-on-one. Oh, look. All right, so I do you one better. They got a whole timeline of events right here. So, you know what? Let me share this screen real quick. Yeah, they gave you a whole timeline of events. So, what we gonna do? What the fuck is that? What is that? I don't want that. What are we sharing right now? Are we sharing? I don't know what that is. Give me a second. I don't know what that is. That's not TikTok. Hold up. That's not TikTok. Hold up.
I suggested he be happy with the thing.
Let me see something. That's crazy.
I never brought
yeah,
up
that's not really TikTok. What are we doing? Let me stop that. Oh, what are we doing? Did I do something wrong? Man, let's do this one more time. We want to share the TikTok jump. There we go.
I never really brought up what
my bad. All right.
Why you did not attend Dwayne Wade's Hall of Fame induction when that man was directly responsible.
Okay, ho. I haven't seen this yet. So this is new to me. But they got a whole sequence of events. So I'm gonna just let this play out, right? But it seems as if Stephen A. petty as hell. But let me rewind this back.
I suggested he be happy with the things that I haven't brought up. I never brought up really and never really discussed why you were not at Kobe Bryant's memorial service. I never really brought up or discussed why you did not attend Dwayne Wade's Hall of Fame induction when that man was directly responsible for you capturing a championship for the first time in your career. I brought up none of that. I didn't.
Hey, LeBron pube swingers. Quick question. Why didn't he go to Kobe's funeral? Comment below. Let me know. And damn, I ain't know that. I did, but it didn't resonate. This Bama missed Dwayne Wade's retirement special, Joan. Miami Heat. He missed that too. Oh, this Bama's on one. Y'all gave him a pass for that. I'm almost sure y'all gave him a pass for that because no one said anything. Probably the LeBron haters like myself. The LeBron haters like myself that we don't mind talking bad about the homie. We hold the homie accountable. The rest of y'all just be like, swing.
I am pleading with LeBron James.
Hold up, this ain't it. Hold up.
Oh, I got a few things to address. Number one, congratulations to Pat McAfee.
Wait a minute, man. I just lost the video. Hey, I clicked this jump. All right, I'm gonna just let it play.
I am pleading with LeBron James as a father. Stop this. He feels like I was slighting his son. I was talking about you, meaning you, LeBron James. But I'm not here to blame LeBron James. That wasn't a basketball player talking to me last night. That was a dad. I thought it was weak. I thought it was some bullshit.
He's like on a Taylor Swift tour run right now.
Oh, yeah.
But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's my job to not only protect my damn household, but protect the players. He's going to be smiling from ear to ear when he hears me talking about him. Get home and grab some ice cream out of the fucking freezer and sit in his chair in his tighty whities on the couch.
LeBron James
You don't even curse right.
is full of it. As it pertains to his son, he is a liar. I would have gotten my ass kicked because had that man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately. That I'm not going to tolerate.
Oh. Y'all should have played this video. Y'all should have did that.
I am pleading.
All right, let me stop
with
the video.
LeBron
I
James.
don't know what the hell going on. So that I guess that was like a timeline, but I'm gonna do you one better, man. We gonna go right to the Pat McAfee and LeBron tape. Cause look, from what I'm gathering around Trendyville, USA, they saying Stephen A making rounds. Yeah, he did his Nino Brown rounds. It is a clip he was on Gil's Arena, and he had on all black with a gold chain looking like Martin, Nino Brown and shit. I thought that shit was weird, but he did it. He's been getting interview after interview talking about this shit. LeBron's done the same damn thing. You know what happened yesterday? Give me a second. I don't want to cough on the mic, y'all. All right, so LeBron was in Indiana because the Lakers had a game against Indiana in which he won the game by lack of boxing out. He was right under the rim. He just tips the ball in. Game time. That shit was crazy because Luka shot the ball from like the free throw line. Ball bounces off the rim high, and I'm looking right there on the floor like LeBron was clear as day. No one boxed him out. He just jumped up, tipped the ball right at the buzzer, bang. They even reviewed it. I'm like, I could see it from here. I'm in Maryland, goddammit. They got that ball. They got that ball game. LeBron and Luka, go figure. Oh, this is what I heard. Update. Rumor had it that LeBron asked for Markieff in that trade. One of the Morris brothers. Remember LeBron said he didn't know that the trade happened? So yeah, LeBron pube swingers will probably say, yeah, Stephen A's been making his rounds with this tour, with this beef shit. Hey man, both of them in on a grift. Both of them. Check it. As you can see the title, the headline, it cooks keeps Stephen A's whole life.
It's like a moment that had been brewing for a long time.
He's like on a Taylor Swift tour run right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're watching it. Yep. We're all.
Oh yeah,
you're seeing it as well.
He literally. It started off with, I didn't want to address it.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't want to address it. I wasn't going to address it, but since the video came out, I feel the need to address it.
Yeah, went viral. You would be not to talk about it.
Are you kidding me? If there's one person that couldn't wait to the video to drop so you could address it, it's your ass. Like seriously.
It was like a moment that.
I do want to point out the fact that why is it that when LeBron curse, it just doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right. I'm gonna let this video play one more time. Listen for the curse words. Just listen to how he cursed like a nerd.
That had been brewing for a long time.
He's like on a Taylor Swift tour run right now.
Oh yeah.
But we gonna neglect the fact that you're doing the same exact thing that Stephen A's doing.
And we're watching it. Yep. We're all.
Oh yeah.
You're seeing it as well.
He literally. It started off with, I didn't want to address it.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't want to address it. I wasn't going to address it, but since the video came out, I feel the need to address it.
Yeah, went viral. You would be not to talk about it.
Did you hear how he said it, man?
Are you kidding me? If there's one person that couldn't wait to the video to drop so you could address it, it's your ass. Like seriously.
It was like a moment that had been.
So, I don't know if y'all need to go back to the video in question when he approached Stephen A during the Lakers game. And after he spoke his piece to Stephen A, he looked over past Stephen A at somebody that was recording the whole ordeal. Now we looking at this shit like, dang, this is a hell of a grift. I know I am.
And I know he's gonna be happy as hell. He's gonna be smiling from ear to ear when he hears me talking about him again. Oh my God, he's gonna get home and grab some ice cream out of the fucking freezer. And
here you go cursing again.
And his tidy whities on the couch. And I know he's gonna be happy as hell.
Here you go cursing again. And what's up with the tidy whities on the couch? Why are you painting that picture, LeBron? God, he ain't even funny. He like just hilarious. You know, she got the look and she got the stage presence, but she ain't got no jokes. So you gotta write her rhymes. Like a lot of these podcasters, I don't know how they lasted for so long, but they are not entertaining and they're not great podcasters, but yet they got the mic. Sometimes you just gotta strip the mic away from them. Just strip the mic away from them. Continue, LeBron. What's up? What's up? What's going on?
As hell. He's gonna be smiling from ear to ear when he hears me talking about him again. Oh my God, he's gonna get home and grab some ice cream out of the fucking freezer and sit in his chair and his tidy whities on the couch.
Hey, Pat. None of what he said was funny. The whole get up wasn't funny. You was cracking up though. Wow, it wasn't funny. I was listening for the punchline. Hey, listen one more time.
And I know he's gonna be happy as hell. He's gonna be smiling from ear to ear when he hears me talking about him again. Oh my God.
See the way, and look, he cracking up too. The way I see it, the way he talking, it just seemed all scripted. It seemed all scripted.
He's gonna get home and grab some ice cream out of the fucking freezer and sit in his chair and his tighty whities on the couch. And I know.
All right, we just going through. I don't know what's next. I'm just going page to page. But from what I'm gathering, this is a hell of a grift, man. It's a hell of a grift. Okay, it's okay. Okay. So let's do this, because I know there's more. Yeah, see, there's more. There's more to this.
Yep.
Which leads obviously to you and Stephen A. Hey, legit, that feels like a moment that had been brewing for a long time.
He's like on a Taylor Swift tour run right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're watching it. Yep. We're all seeing it.
Oh yeah,
we're all. You're seeing it as well.
No, he literally. It started off with, I didn't want to address it.
There's more.
I didn't want to address it. I wasn't going to address it, but since the video came out, I feel the need to address it.
Yeah, well, viral. You would be talking about it.
Are you kidding me? If there's one person that couldn't wait to the video to drop so you could address it, it's your. Like seriously, it's, and like another, he completely like missed the whole point. The whole point. Never would I ever not allow people to talk about the sport, criticize players about what they do on the court. That is.
Well, you're lying, because he did. He criticized you for putting Bronny in the situation as is. You got him in the league, and then he got torched by Tyrese Maxey when y'all thought he was going to go out there and perform. And I'm glad Tyrese Maxey did it, because what that told me was, hey, we ain't messing around over here, Playboy. You just told the half of the NBA that this Bama was better than half of us. I'm going to put myself in that half, and I'm going to bust your son's ass. You did that. That's what Stephen A was saying. But a lot of you Bron pube swingers and Lakers fans can't see through that. Y'all don't see that. Y'all in denial with your eyes and your ears because you're not listening carefully.
It's your job to criticize or... Yep.
Which leads obviously to you and Stephen A.
Hold up.
To, be in a position where, okay, if a guy's not performing, that is all part of the game. That's all part of the game. But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's my job to not only protect my damn household, but
you hear what he's saying? You know what that told me? That told me Savannah had a conversation with this Bama, and Savannah was like, hey, you need to see this man. I don't know how you gonna do it, but you need to see this man. He talking about how bad of a father you are. That was Savannah talking, and I'm gonna let this video play again. But a lot of this is screaming Disney to me. A lot of it.
Protect the players, and I think a lot of the media, including him, and I know he's gonna be happy as hell. He's gonna be smiling from ear to ear when he hears me talking about him again. Oh my God, he's gonna get home and grab some ice cream out of the freezer and sit in his chair and his tighty whities on the couch.
I hope at some point you two do get a chance. But you're right.
Dude, relax, bro. Relax. Seriously. To, be in a position where, okay, if a guy's not performing, that is all part of the game. That's all part of the game. But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's my job to not only protect my damn household, but protect the players. And I think...
Protect what players? Protect what players? Any players don't need protection. Come on, y'all. See, this is where I go this way, and I had to stop it because this is where I draw the line. What do you mean protection for? Y'all millionaires. All y'all do is play basketball. What kind of fucking protection you need, bruh? And what's with all your geek-like cursing? I'm gonna need you not to curse no more. Let's put a mute button on. Hey, I'm glad they censoring these videos, because listening to him curse is like listening to that kid, that victim of being bullied. He's always being bullied, and he got tired of it one day, and he said, "Leave me alone, motherfucker." That's LeBron. You hear how he saw you? They censoring it now, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Let me just let this continue.
And I think a lot
Protect
of
the
media,
players. I mean, again, they millionaires, bro. The only players that you really protecting is your son. Your son. And it's funny because you gotta let this Bama live now. I don't understand why he don't understand the rules. You got him in. You get your son in there, he gotta get this smoke, bruh. You gotta let him go. You gotta let him grow now, because you ain't gonna be in the league forever to hold this Bama down. I'm telling you, if I was in the league, if I was in the G League, I'm busting his son's ass. I'm going right at him. I'm marking it on my calendar. He said this Bama was better than half of the league. I'm going right at him, his old ass, and I'm going at his son. I'm trying to dunk on his ass. Giannis should have did it, but I think he just let LeBron DM up. That shit was weird.
Including him.
Hey, I say it's weird because when I watched Giannis play against the Suns, this Bama literally took the ball. He got a nap for taking the ball and ramming it into your upper body and drawing a foul. Like, he will grab the ball, he take his steps to get to the basket. 1, 2, Hawk smash on your chest with the basketball. Then he goes up for the layup. Of course, he took 2 more steps after that. League don't count. They don't call travels no more. I seen this Bama do that and get a foul. But when he played and he drove up against Bronny, he took it easy on him. This league is trash.
And I know he's gonna be happy as hell. He's gonna be smiling from ear to ear when he hears.
He said that? There's so many guys out there talking about basketball, just don't know the game. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know the vocabulary of the NBA's playbook, but clearly I know the game. And I know a sucker when I see one.
See a lot of shit too. Like, I seen Brian Windhurst on one of these shows not too long ago. Like,
Wendy.
Yeah, you played over high school.
Wendy, you guys played together in high school.
Yeah,
right? He was on your high school.
this guy was like, says he's like my fucking best friend. These guys are just weird. But I see a lot of shit too. Like, I seen Brian Windhurst.
Oh yeah, like this is oh shit. This is my question. Why your number one fan? Your number one fan you threw jabs at. Brian Windhorst was the LeBron defender. He was front line. A clutch sports defenderisms. Gil is one of them. Nick, what's that dude with the long hair? His name is Nick. I just know him as Nick. Just call his ass Nick Nolte. Kendrick Perkins. ESPN whole staff is a bunch of just Disney LeBron defenders. Even Stephen A sometimes be defending ass LeBron ass like a mug. Yeah, that whole NBA Today squad with Shania Gumake, I think she got a new job and shit, and light-skinned chick that nobody like. All LeBron defenders. All of them LeBron defenders. So when I heard him go at Brian Windhorst, I'm like, dang, even he catching the stray? Why he catch the stray though? Is there more? There's more.
He went on his show and said, oh, don't let LeBron fool you. Like, he wears number 23 because of Michael Jordan. Okay, that's a fact.
Yeah.
He signed with Nike because of Michael Jordan. It's like, no, didn't. I signed with Nike because I got a hell of a signing bonus, and they gave me a 7-year, $90 million contract. And I moved my mom out of the hood the next day I signed that contract. Like, and ultimately, my whole thing is like, what do I want to wear off the court? I was like, I want to wear Nikes. Like, I want to wear Jordans. I want to wear pennies. I want to wear Bo Jacksons. I want to wear Air Maxes. I want to wear so
primes.
Like, like, what are we talking about? He went on his show and said,
we gotta indulge back on this because he said a lot of nothing. He said a lot of nothing, and we're gonna go over it. All the nothing that he said.
Like, oh, don't let LeBron fool you. Like, he wears number 23 because of Michael Jordan. Okay, that's a fact.
So why'd you even bring it up, bro?
He signed with Nike because of Michael Jordan.
No, you probably signed with Nike because the Nike is like the Bank of America of shoes, or let's say the Mercedes Benz of shoes. Like everybody wants Nike, right? Everybody wants Nike. So, and Nike was probably offering you the biggest deal. And nobody wears Reebok. Nobody wears anything else. Adidas, New Balance, basketball, no. 994s though, hell yeah. 596s, maybe. I got some New Balance. I ain't even put them Jones on yet. Puma, nah. It's some deals out there though. Converse, maybe, definitely. I remember the Converse KJ React Juice Jones. I had a pair. When they got old, they got the squeaking squeakers. Every time you step, yeah, I had that. They like, how'd you do that?
It's like, no, didn't. I signed with Nike.
They go with the cursing shit again. Another geek. It's like one of these geek ass podcasters are gonna curse. They gonna say, motherfucker, you can't say it right. You don't say it with no soul. LeBron say MF with no soul.
Nike, because I got a hell of a signing bonus and they gave me a 7-year, $90 million contract.
Why would you even go there? See, that's why I don't watch ESPN. Like even Stephen A got this. Yeah, I just bought this nice velour. Dude, I don't want to give a fuck what you bought. Talk sports. Shut the fuck up. LeBron, all we want to hear is how's it playing with Luka? What do you expect? Yeah, there's beef with Stephen A because of your son Bronny that you got on your team. Yeah, that's going to be an issue. But hey, playoffs is next month. What's up? I don't want to talk this shit right now. Playoffs is right around the corner, bruh.
And I moved my mom out of the hood the next day I signed that contract.
Like, why are we even bothering with mentioning stupid shit like that? I'ma just go there. What nigga you don't? What nigga you know ain't gonna move their mom out the hood the first thing they get some type of deal like that? You give me a deal like that, that's one of the first things I'm gonna do. That's probably the first thing you gonna do. You know what the homegirl, what's her face? Angel Reese, you know what the first thing she did with her NIL check? She bought her mom a car. Put her in debt. Hopefully you paid that junk completely off and not just put something down on it and say, here, mom, I bought you a car, but I got to make payments. That's stupid. Yeah, she bragged about it. That's what I don't get about these athletes. These new news. I call them new news. Like, I don't think I ever heard any player from the 90s talk about how much money they got and what they did with it. You heard through the grapevine. Somebody had to tell somebody that told somebody that told Ahmad Rashad. And they laid the story out, the whole foundation, and framed it before he actually got there and interviewed Shaq or Penny or Gary Payton. You never really heard Gary Payton say, yeah, I got $7 million and I gave my mom a ring and married my wife. And shut the fuck up. Don't nobody talk like that, LeBron. So I got the $90 million Nike deal and I moved my mom out the hood. Nigga, you wasn't in the hood.
Like, and ultimately, my whole thing is like, what do I want to wear off the court? It's like, I want to wear Nikes. Like, I want to wear Jordans. I want to wear pennies. I want to wear Bo Jacksons. I want to wear Air Maxes.
Did you just market and promote Nike just now? Because that's what that sound like. And granted, I get it. I'm a Nike fanatic myself. Hey, you want to hear a secret? Hey, this gonna kill y'all. LeBron got some nice kicks, and they cheap. Like, they're under $100. I think I got like 2 or 3 pair of LeBrons. I got 2 or 3 pair of KDs, and I purchased them all under $100. So I ain't knocking LeBron for that. Shoes is off the hook. He got various colors. Hey, I ain't gonna give up the secret too much. I'm gonna just keep getting my shoes.
I want to wear so
I rock with that.
I rock what are we talking about? They went on
6'9".
Yeah.
Let's say you're you look very thin right now.
Yeah. I feel good.
So 215, 6'9", 220. Could easily get to 260 though. I think that would play in a lot of different areas.
Yeah, come on. I could play.
Just like
I would be able to play in any area. It's funny you hear some of them older guys like LeBron James couldn't play in this era.
Never been fouled by Bill Laimbeer before.
Yeah. think I seen like Dennis Rodman say that one time. He was like, LeBron James, not skilled enough. Yeah, not big enough. He's not, doesn't weigh enough. He's not strong enough.
Can't handle it.
Yeah, I'm like,
see, I didn't see this, man. Of course, this Bama can play. This Bama can play. He'd have been all right, but you know what LeBron would have been in the 90s? I'm going to give you the perfect rendition of LeBron. Assuming that he plays the way he plays now. LeBron have been Larry Johnson. He's 6'9", though. Larry Johnson was like 6'4", 6'5". LeBron 6'9". He had been a taller Larry Johnson. That's it. They be like, cool, I don't know what you talking about. He wouldn't have dominated that era. Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Sean Kemp, Alonzo Mourning, Larry Johnson. Did I mention Barkley already? Patrick Ewing, Bill Laimbeer. We going from 90 to 99. We naming all those players. Vince Carter, the young Vince Carter, MJ. Magic even played in the 90s, remember? Shaq. Oh man, LeBron wouldn't have survived in that era. He probably retired after year 8. The way they was filing, the way they was fighting,
Okay.
6'9".
Yeah.
LeBron on his time in Cleveland before leaving for the Heat. Okay. Ooh. Hold up. Oh, man. I need to hear this.
Listen, man. During the ball drop, during the lottery drop.
Ho. We'll get back to that. But let's read this quote. He says, my 7 years there, this talking about Cleveland, he had great years. I was able to take them to the finals. I was able to take a team. You look back at that roster and say, what the heck? I maximized their potential. What player talks like that? See, these new ain't gonna get it. But what player talks like that? So if you were a roster on that Cleveland team, if you was on that roster, how do you feel when you said that? And everybody knew that roster was trash. But who says that out loud? The person involved is saying that out loud. How do y'all feel about that? That's cringe to me. You don't disrespect your teammates. Listen to them. I was able to take a team. You look back at the roster and say, what the heck? You know what he said in place of that heck. Come on, y'all. I tell you what, some of the greats, they don't talk like this. They let the people talk for them like that. That's the difference between great LeBron and great MJ or anybody else you put out from back then. They never had to talk like this. The people talked for him. Say what? MJ what? MJ got 6 rings. Shut the fuck up. All right, bet. Can't deny that. And he one of the greats. It's why you got number 23 on. Yeah, all that. Change culture. Everybody wearing his shoe. Even still. Retroed. Even still. My first shoe came out in the 80s. You're still buying it. That's culture. That's greatness. When we just talking hoops, like Jordan is not a pillar of our entire culture. He doesn't represent that, even though he's maybe a small layer, a small speck, but we don't give him that much credit, not in explicit intelligence.
Cleveland got the #1 pick. I just don't think that was.
Whoa, what are you
coincidence,
saying? Don't you think?
Wemby with the Spurs.
Oh my God! Let's keep LeBron home. You know what? Patrick Ewing to the Knicks. Derrick Rose to the Bulls. But I understand the assignment, guys. I had to make sure that, I had to do my part. I didn't want to be a fuck up. I just didn't want to be a fuck up, man. Listen, man. during the ball drop, during the lottery drop, Cleveland got the #1 pick. I just don't think that was.
What are you
coincidence.
saying? Don't you think?
I don't understand what's going on there. I need more information on what he's talking about. But let me see. LeBron hints that the league may have rigged the 2003 lottery for all. Well, that ain't right. I mean, he talking a lot of shit now, ain't he?
Okay, so you and Michael at a good spot.
Who, me and Michael?
Jordan?
Yeah, we're in a good spot. We don't talk.
Why not, you think?
Because I'm still playing. I think I'm still playing. I'm still focused on my craft right now.
When you're done, you think you two will be the only two that can have a conversation?
I would hope so. The funny thing is, me and Kobe, besides our, the late great Kobe, obviously, me and Kobe never had a real relationship either. Until we was on the Olympic team. We had a great relationship there. Olympic team 8, Olympic team 12, but it was always competitive between us. We were all...
Because he was a dog, bruh. He was a demon with the game, bruh. And if you was on his team, he loved you like a brother. He loved you as an opponent because you brought the best out of him. And see, and I only talk this shit because I know Kobe's spirit. And I don't know Kobe personally, but if you watch The Muse, and if you was touched like I was, you know exactly what I was talking about. This Bama was a demon for this game. He had basketball pouring through his veins. And I ain't saying there's a kinship, a spiritual kinship between me and Kobe. What I'm saying is, I understand his passion for the game because I once had that same fire. Like, I just wanted to devour everybody around me, even my friends. Shit, if my brother stepped on the court, they can get it too. On the court, they can get it. Off the court, I love you. But on this court, my domain, I still think like that sometimes. When the weather break, I don't know what type of demon's gonna come out of me. But I know I'm gonna be on that court. And I get it. But he didn't want to have no relationship with you, bruh. They were saying that you was one of the greats, so he was going at you. In order to be the best, you gotta beat the best. That's one of the first rules of competition, bruh.
Always, like, I was on the East Coast, he was on the West Coast, and it was like, even though we never...
Y'all was supposed to play in the finals, but it didn't work out. That's why in the All-Star game, he was going right at you. He said, every chance I get to play against this Bama, I'm going right at you. Did you not understand the Shaq beef when he went to the Heat and how hard he was going? Yeah, I know I messed up, but still, how hard he was going when they played the Heat and it was Shaq versus Kobe. The storylines made you go watch it, didn't they? Any storylines this year? That's why the NBA is declining. It's unwatchable. And guess whose fault it is? This nigga here.
I fucked up one time in 09 and didn't beat Orlando, and I think it was 09, didn't beat Orlando and didn't get him an opportunity to play him in the finals.
You heard what he said. No, we, just I, didn't get a chance to play him in the final. He would have probably said, no, you ain't get a chance to play the Lakers in the finals. This Bama here, bruh.
But like, and until I became a Laker and then he retired, that's when our relationship like became really, really good.
Yeah. Do you trust that? Cause this Bama be swelling at times. Do you trust what he just said? I don't.
Okay, so you and Michael at a good spot.
You mentioned you didn't wait, and I forget which one of them it was, but they told a story about Pat Riley with your cookie.
Yes.
Is that a true story? Yeah. Is that a real story?
No, it's a true story.
Okay.
It's a true story. Now, like, Riles wasn't like Riles was on the plane and I was about to get my cookies and Riles snatched them out of my hand. You know how stories can become a little bit. They kind of build to Sasquatch at some point. Yep. But there it was. I mean, there was a time where everyone knows I love love chocolate chip cookies. It's like my
Who doesn't?
It's like my biggest
Is it
vice.
specific?
No, it was literally the plane that we were getting on. The ladies on the plane were making chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, homemade.
So they knew.
Wow, man.
Yeah, so they were making them and bringing them because we had the same ladies all the time.
I don't want to know about
I got my
that
cookies
shit.
and we good. And then one flight I got on, I looked at them and they looked at me and I'm like, oh, that look didn't look familiar. And I asked him, I was like, he was like, no, we're not allowed to, no more cookies on these flights.
What?
And we all know where it came from. I looked at D-Wade. D-Wade looked at me. He was like, basically, without even saying, he was like, Riles done it again. Riles strikes again. I was like, damn. I got my cookies and we good.
There was that saying, what, you spent like $1 million on your body or something.
Man, I don't know where the hell that
Okay. Yeah, that's a very fair assessment.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. But I mean, listen, man, I do take care of my body, but I have no idea where the amount of money came from. But I do invest in my body for sure, trying to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Obviously, a lot of soft tissue work, a lot of massages, a lot of hyperbaric chambers, ice tubs, ice baths.
Man, it's just gone downhill. Like, what the fuck are we talking about now?
Whatever I can do to continue to play at this level, man, I'm gonna continue to do what I'm playing it.
There was that saying, what,
I'm glad we ending here. LeBron James on retirement. If it gets to a point where I don't feel like showing up to the arena 5 hours in advance, I don't feel like training, or I don't feel like studying the scout sheet. If it gets to that point, I know it's a wrap. True story. And I was heavy in the books when I was playing flag football, like scouting other teams, staying on the field, watching other teams play to get a feel of how they played. So when we played them, we'll be kind of comfortable. I did all that. And once I got tired of doing that, the summer practices, the hill running, the playing out of position, like I was playing center at times, and then I was playing slot receiver at times, and I just wanted to play linebacker. I knew, and then my body wasn't trying to hear that either. Like, what? You playing slot receiver and you a linebacker? Nah, bruh. We gonna pop that calf. So yeah, I get that. I knew it was a wrap, and then I almost got back into the game, but I was like, man, that'll be the moment you get hurt. A lot of people were telling me that. I was like, nah, I ain't going back in that joint, man. I'm gonna just get some shots up on the hoop side of the game. You know what I'm saying? I want to take y'all to this article real quick. You're gonna roll right through it real quick, and I'm gonna end y'all there. I don't want to wrap y'all up too tight. But what this article stresses is just don't pick a side. And I would tell y'all to do the same. But at the same time, I scouted this article. Listen to the side that this article leans to, and then tell me whose side is this article on. So this is out of the Bleacher Report. It says, don't bother picking a side. LeBron versus Stephen A., don't bother. In a battle like one between LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith, where everyone involved seems to be coming out ahead, like I said, it's nothing but a grift. It's probably best to remain neutral and just enjoy the show. That might be the only way to understand what's really going on here. The blow by blow of the NBA's preeminent feud feels necessary before we go any further. During a March 6 home game during the knee, I already know that. I'm skipping all that. I'm skipping all this. I'm skipping all this. Okay, this is where I wanted to come out. James didn't have to go on McAfee's show, but he did because he wanted to promote his podcast with Steve Nash. He wasn't obligated to address Smith's responses, but he did, and he had a ball doing it, so he know what he was doing. He had a game that night. But James has a new podcast with Steve Nash dropping, of course. I'm sorry, I'm reading the article, but I'm jumping out there, and I'm already out there. So it's certainly not the worst thing that he's in the news a little more prominently than otherwise he would have been. And let me run that back. Yeah, because that happened. So it's certainly not the worst thing that he's in the news a little bit more prominently than he otherwise would have been. That we're focused on James' arguments with media members a day after he tipped in the game winner against the Indiana Pacers. True. That's because he got the confidence now. If they would have lost that game, he wouldn't have did that shit. I guarantee you. It says a lot about the media landscape, but it also underscores that James knows how to manipulate it too. He kind of do. But it's so elementary because I ain't rocking with it. I see right through it. So what do we do here? Do we score the war of words for one side or the other? Do we align ourselves with a camp? Because you already know they're doing it. There's Team Stephen A. and there's pube swinging LeBron James fans. Which side are you on? What do our uniforms look like and who's bringing snacks? Hey, I'm just bringing snacks. I ain't on neither side. You see, I'm doing a podcast on it. Everybody's on the grift. Choose sides if you like, but understand what we're dealing with. This is a battle concocted out of almost nothing. True indeed. Come on, man. Stephen A. just got a $100 million contract. LeBron's on his way out, but still getting bread. He got his son in the league. He's getting bread. They are all winning. James, why does Joe keep doing that? James and Smith and capable of living. Oh, I'm sorry. James and Smith and capable of living on for as long as its originators wanted to, framed that way and viewed through the lens of the attention economy. Okay. The whole game is genius. Yeah. I said it was a grift. Smith, sometimes a reporter, but mostly a pundit, is actually the subject of the news in this instance. He's not breaking a story. He is the story. And don't get it twisted. This Bama's on the grift hard. I think this Bama trying to run for president. You heard what it said. That's a perfect set of circumstances for someone whose jobs consist of being, aggrieved, disgusted, and otherwise animated for a show on a daily basis. This article ain't that bad. This thing is renewable. This thing is a renewable resource he can tap at any time. Yeah. LeBron, get him mad, get him angry, get people talking. Better still, Smith can profess reluctance to discuss it, which will only make people want to hear about it more. Yeah. He did it. The one day he says, I ain't talking about it. Then the next day he replies to what LeBron said the other day. And he's been great at selling that idea, even if it's clear that a broadcaster who didn't exactly bat down the potential of running for president has no issue with being the center of attention. I think I'm knocking these points down before that lets me know I'm on the right track, because I ain't skimmed this far down to this article. James may actually be more sincerely reluctant to keep the whole thing going, but he's got it even easier from a public perception standpoint. No one begrudges a father protecting his son from criticism, but he should just let this Bama spread his wings and fly. The high ground will belong to James as long as he doesn't get too petty, and he's already past that threshold. He's petty larceny. Even Bronny, who recently set a career high with 17 points for the Lakers and backed it up with a 39 more. He put up 39 in the G League. Is coming out ahead. He's playing great, just as his name is trending again. I beg to differ. I swear this shit's a Disney movie. How out of all this issue, this back and forth, all of a sudden, Bronny with 39 points. Bronny with 17 points. This just spells Disney to me. This is Space Jam 3. And everybody outside of LeBron and Bronny, we are the Monstars. Stephen A is Monstar #1. And everybody that agree with Stephen A, Monstars. Even me, who's neutral in this situation, Monstar. Space Jam 3. If you want to lament the circumstances all you want, this is reality. If you have some perspective, this whole exchange isn't bothering you and might not even be on your radar. It wasn't. It's just something to grift on and talk about. But for most of us, especially those whose media and news consumption skews unhealthily toward that tribalism shit, like sports and entertainment, we have to talk about this because it's being talked about. The grift. Yeah. We all tapped in on it. We trapped in it. I'm not sure any of the rest of us are better for living in a feedback loop, but James and Smith certainly are. They're grifting. It just seems like a grift. It seems fake to me. It does. It seems fake to me. What do you guys think? I'm over it. And I think 20 minutes past my game, Arizona. They're playing Duke right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Y'all be safe. Don't be sorry. And play some music before we get out of here. Hey, if you're a LeBron fan, get off his pubes for a moment. Step back, especially if you my age, and look at the whole scheme of things and just see it for what it is. Y'all don't have to be so emotional about this. Damn, it's just basketball. And these Bammers get paid way too much for y'all to care. All our broke asses are looking for entertainment. They're providing it. Terribly, but they're providing it. I'll holler at y'all later, man. Y'all be safe, bro. Y'all be safe.
If you like it, then I love it. Me mugging to the public. I was a snotty nose, chicken drumstick in my stomach. I ate a lot of those, couldn't afford Prada clothes, but I had a lot of soul. If you ask me for a pic, I probably make a cocky pose. Stop, drop, and roll when you niggas tape inside your home. Stop, cock, reload, lyrical ammunition to your dome. In my zone, lick a pole, feeling bold, living low. Rigor mortis when I flourish on the court, I leave you scoreless. No friends, many foes, all alone in my zone, on the road, tippy toe, trying to get this pot of gold. No friends, many foes, all alone, on my own, on the road, tippy toe, trying to get this pot of gold.
Break it all with a hot, explosive mix.
Can't fucking nothing, I don't know you that well. And I'm smoking all that good, I got that bad still. I ain't fuck with no one right now, yeah, I'm that real. And my girl just said you're cheap, don't think your bag's real.
I will never stop until the day I gotta die. I don't talk a lot, but they don't notice that I'm shy. 96 ever since then, I never had to try. Been better than veterans, that's so I know I'm a ride. Everyone been waiting, that's why I can never take time. Realest in the making, if they ever try to take mine. Sicker than the dope, when I spit it, they gonna take lines. I don't even tape lines, all my rhymes take lives.
I seen drugs take lives, wintertime Cape vibes. I was sitting bayside, only time I waste time. Already broke my windows, I think they might cut my brake lines. Baseline, Jim Bay high.
Yeah, redefine what I mean to you. Read the skies, and I keep it cool. Read your eyes like a toe that you can see and grow. Realize it ain't nothing that I need to do. You ain't nothing.
We put an end to your name. Why do I gotta be the blame? All my life I've been the same. Yeah, I'm coming to the top. Don't be that body that drop. Why you always talking money but never did nothing for the block?
Artist alert.
Go on the top. Need that paper on the knot. I gotta get it non-stop. You wanna win but you flop.
Like and share and subscribe.
Give me the B, I can meet ya. All that internet thing. No, I do not wanna feature. No, I do not wanna meet ya. Go ahead, shorty, bust a rhyme. She got her friends for the time. After I fuck back the grind. Been that demon, see the eyes. On the low, yeah, I'm on the rise. Step in my way, it's a crime. Give him the fee, he in line. I'm knowing that it's time. Hit him with a vengeance. No, I'm not falling for the lies. Stop trying to be who you isn't. Step in the scene, it's all mine. Do for the ones that wish it. Who gon' ride when it's time? They know I'm scoring, I ain't lying.